Good morning. It's March 14th, and I'm going to be heading into town today to do a bunch of errands. And first time in a long time, I've kind of been hiding away from the Babylon. I um I was thinking about names and how important they are to people. Um, Only if they decide to make them important. Names often come with archetypal stories. Um, for example, my name is Patrick David Bonin. Bonin doesn't have much background to it, obviously. It's just a last name, but the David is, if you look at King David, it was David versus Goliath, right? And then he became a king because of his connection to God and the ability to drop a ginormous man with a little stone. And uh, I think about the situation behind the corruption with the police and the cannabis industry and all of these thugs. This is a huge crime syndicate, and I'm standing almost alone against them. And I was like, hey, look, one of living through one of my names. And I was like, well, I'm glad it makes life worthwhile when you know there's something to fight for. When all of this tyranny started sliding in, and I started to become passionate about fighting against it, my nihilism slipped away, and my connection to God became so powerful. And because of that, I became fearless against this fight. And I realized too is that I'm going to be having a meeting with the mayor today, or calling in to try to get a meeting. Last year, right after my raid on my property and on my facility, I was tried to get into a meeting with the mayor, and I called in, and the mayor's assistant said, "What do you want to come in the meeting for?" And I said, "Well, I don't have to give you a reason. I'm a citizen that's concerned and wants to be in the meeting." And he's like, "Well, no, we need a reason." I'm like, "No," and I started to get a little heated because I was like, I am a citizen. You allow me to come into a council meeting. That's how this is law, right?" The guy hung up on me. I couldn't get another call through. So this is what you call fascism, right? So I watched that city hall meeting on the city hall website, and I watched our mayor. First of all, he came right out and he said, "We will not be putting up with any of this propaganda that these people are spewing about the vaccines and the mandates." And he just goes off and he says, "We won't be putting up with that." And then he fined them $3,000. And these were people that were freedom fighters against the health choice, right? A year later, there was 1/10 of the population of Nelson was protesting against them. So he gave them a $3,000 fine or something around that. Had no signatures for any police, so it was a full corrupt situation. And so I was talking with these people, and I was like, "We have to get into the city hall meeting and make this known." Nobody could get in. So I watched the video, and not only that, there was things on the docket that needed to be taken care of, and he canceled them off the docket. Some people were like, "Why are you moving past these things?" Other people that were in the meeting. And he just ignored them and moved past them. That's called fascism, and it's illegal in a democracy. So I was told by somebody that's been in the government here for his whole life, and he's in his 70s. Not his whole life, but for a very long time. He's in his 70s, and he told me the affiliation between the mayor and the police force and how corrupt it was. And I was blown away because that is literally not allowed. You can't have people affiliated like that. That is literally how cartelism is built. Not only that is our mayor is affiliated with all of these gangsters that are money laundering on Baker Street, and they're stealing money from our Community Futures branches to build restaurants as money laundering machines, and he's connected to all these people. So to me, this is why we need to judgments need to be said. We need to start talking about these things. We can't let this happen. And to be honest, I hope that our mayor, if all of when everything comes to light, is put in jail, because this is not allowed, and we need to set examples against tyranny like this. So I'm going to be calling him. I'm going to be very polite. I'm going to be recording everything, obviously. I have my doubts that he'll even see me, because he's a fascist. If he doesn't see me, I'll record him not seeing me, and that will be put up too, and that will be also implementing him into his corruption. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. However, if they don't allow us to talk to them and find out the truth, then we should probably assume some mischievous deeds are being portrayed. Much love. I'll let you know how it goes.